Everything will be alright. Take one day at a time. It's gonna be. Even though we start right now, the sun has got to shine. It's gonna shine. It's gonna be.
Welcome to another episode of Hashtag I'm Just Saying. I'm yours truly, MemeMichelle. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know it's been a while, so I want you to get involved. I want you to ask questions. I want you to leave your comments and share the content. And that little bell right there that you see, please click that for notifications so you can tell a friend. And when the stuff pops off, you're like, hey, my girl is on, so I need to log in and see what's going on. So today, okay, so I know I've been gone a long time, right? But I've been working on Transformation 2021, and this is my team. We were Team Pretty Savage, and I am proud to say that we all came in first place in our categories. So just show, I forgot my trophy at home. I just forgot it, but they have it. We all have first place trophies, people, and my trophy was really big and I wish I would have brought it, but anywho. So before I get to showing y'all a little bit about transformation, ladies, tell me about your experience. What did it mean to you? Let's start with the top before even doing the show. How was your journey? Tell us about your journey. You take whoever want to go first.
Okay, Tracy, I guess that I should go. Okay. Mine was unique, and it was a bit of a rocky road. So some of you may know I had a lot going on in my personal life.
Oh, so I didn't introduce you. So tell me your name, even though you've been on
DaLana guest.
And she's been on the show several times. You know, we usually do Conversations for the Kingdom together. Yeah. So, and that's Tracy Lane. You know, we do all the shows when we talking about other things, you know. But I'm sorry, back to you, Bob.
So I had a lot going on, a lot of death happening in my family. So kind of pulled away with those responsibilities. And the interesting thing is on my journey, my weight loss in terms of that portion of it actually became stagnant during that time. So for me, it was a bit of a tumultuous road. It was a road that I questioned specific to the transformation portion of the journey. Wanted to stop several times and just kind of tell Mimi, girl, thank you, but I can't do it. Right. So, but kept pushing forward, had a supportive husband, supportive son, telling me, you know, keep pushing forward. And of course, Mimi won't let you stop. And then she got an aunt, Fee, that won't let you stop, at all. Who's the owner of the Women's Health and Fitness Center. So, you know, just with all that encouragement, I kept pushing on. And so to get to the stage for the first time, being on a health and fitness journey was a joy. It was a bit nerve-wracking. I think we were good up until Friday night, maybe Saturday morning. The nerves started to kick in a little bit. But guess what, you know, with the coaching, because let me tell you this too, I missed all the meetings. Yeah. Missed all the meetings. So just dealing with everything. And then I had a lot of travel leading up to, but our captain, Mimi, kept me abreast. Tracy kept me abreast. I jumped in on Tracy's workouts actually. So probably just about a month and a half, 2 months ago, started working out with she and our trainer, Cheryl. 6 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Cheryl here,
so
something else.
Started getting those workouts in, was working out on my own, but those more intense workouts definitely made a difference. So with all that being said, got to the stage and guess what? Got to
Okay, so Tracy, tell the people about your journey.
So my journey in the beginning, I knew from 2019 that I wanted to be on the team with Mimi. And so when the opportunity came, I took the challenge. So I had also made the commitment for January of this year. I was like, I turned 50 this year. Yes. And I had set myself a goal. So what better way to keep me accountable was to sign up for Transformation. So I started off on my own. Right. Kind of I mean, I lost some on my own. It was rough, but I did I thought I did well, and then I kind of fell off.
Yeah.
And so I knew at that time I needed something else, something that's gonna make me hold to be accountable. And so I signed up with Cheryl and started working out. So, you know, of course, she didn't give me no slack, you know, and I would say, you know, this old bird is out of shape, because it was a struggle, and the struggle was real.
Yeah.
But my prayer every morning as I would go see her on Tuesday and Thursday was, Lord, give me the strength to get through this workout and keep me going forward and keep me on track. Because I start many times and I always fall off. So I can say that as the time, you know, progress, and I, you know, started to get a little bit of endurance and strong, but and then, you know, the weight was coming off or whatever. And when I went for my final weigh-in and I got on that scale, it was a personal goal of myself. And when I got on that scale and I was like, yes, I made my first goal for myself. So I was very excited and very exciting. So, and then of course, lead up to Saturday in competition and to win first place in my age category. Yes,
she got one like that.
Just like that.
It's over there.
I was totally shocked, and you could tell in my face.
Yes, I could. Yes, because we were standing next to each other.
Yes, in my mind, I'm like, I'm feeling this. I mean, literally. But when my name was called, I just couldn't believe it. But overall, good time, good experience. Of course, my journey is continuing. I still have another goal and more weight to lose.
So for me, my journey was a little different from theirs. I was ready. I was gung-ho because my portion of the show was The Journey Continues. Because I had lost like 40 pounds before Transformation 2020. And then right when I got geared up, the COVID lockdown happened. So my whole, what's the word I'm looking for? My whole regimen, my whole, everything changed. My routine was thrown off. So I was like, okay, but then I got, back, I started last year around this time, I started doing 30 days of workout and worship. And that's how I kind of stayed on track right before my birthday, because I was about to turn 49. So then after that, we had the shutdown. Then I got COVID. And I even still, after that, I didn't have any energy. That was back in October. And I didn't really get any energy till February. And during that span, I gained 10 pounds. I was like, oh, well, that ain't bad. 10, 11 pounds, that's not bad. But then we had the winter freeze. And right before we had the winter freeze, we had our first meeting at the Women's Health and Fitness Center. And I was supposed to have a team of 6. I think it was 6 of us. And it was 6 or 5. And 2 of the young ladies had to drop out. They had to drop out, and that was cool. And then the winter freeze happened, and we lived in a hotel for 4 months. No home cooked meals, no regular workout regimen. And I picked up 22 pounds. And I'm looking at my teammates working hard, getting slim. And I remember the first time Tracy popped in after a few weeks of her workout, and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Showtime is July 24th, and I'm 24 pounds overweight. And something just clicked. And I went back to my old diet or my old lifestyle, give up meat. But I cut out everything. I had to go cold turkey with everything, even alcohol. That's why y'all never saw like a drink of the day. And that's why y'all never really saw too many episodes, because in 6 weeks, I had to lose 25.8 pounds. And I did that. But once I got that, I was like, okay, we're going to win. We're going to do this thing. And I was like, even if I don't place anything, I had won, because I had met my goal. I really wanted to lose like 50 pounds before a show, but half of that was good for me. So let's talk about, because we're going to talk about that morning, this one right here, driving me. I was going to drink beverages before the show.
Oh, I don't know what she's talking about.
In the car, I was like, I'm just going to look down.
Oh, because y'all rode together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look down. I'm just gonna look down.
Because let me tell y'all, the freeway was shut down and we didn't know it. And so we this is, I know we jumping off, but so the freeway was shut down and we didn't know it. And my GPS was telling me to go a different way, but I didn't because I had the very smart lady and she went another way. I said, well,
my GPS told me to go the way the traffic was.
Yes.
It didn't indicate there was traffic.
Yes, I have to fix this highlight. It's not looking good to me. But I'm like, oh Lord, but we got there. So tell me about your experience backstage.
For me, backstage was good. It wasn't as hectic as I thought it would be.
That's because we ended up
but
getting
our
a good
captain
room.
got us our own room. But we made the mistake of having a room that had the bathroom. So people were in and out trying to use the bathroom. But other than that, we had our own space allocated for the three of us. So it was enough room for us, for all our clothes, our wardrobe changes and everything. So I thought it was pretty good. Mimi said I drove her crazy. I don't know what she's talking about.
We won't.
All I needed was to be taped right here. I had an epic fail on one of my shapers. I was like, "Ooh, this isn't hiding," but I thought it would hide. Remember the journey continues. We're still in progress here. So even though we had a lot of progress, and let me say this. People were able to see my progress leading up to this better than I was.
Because tell them before, even though you didn't lose the weight,
even though I didn't lose weight,
how much had you lost?
The transformation, it was 61 pounds prior to, and then when I got stagnant, I probably gained about 7 back. One day it was 10, then it went back down to 5. I was kind of yo-yoing, so I was kind of bummed out about that. So instead of me being able to really just enjoy the progress I had made, I had a lot of hangups on still what isn't right yet. Yeah. And so that's probably what drove her crazy. So I'm trying to get into shapers. I'm like, these need to be sitting right, but I need them taped so you can't see, so.
I was telling her,
it was just my first show.
I said, D, they feel, okay, this is for the ladies. When you tape your breast, they feel like they're just loose because you're not constricted. You don't have this, you don't have the back. It's just in the front, so it feels like any minute they're just gonna do their thing. And I kept telling her, you're secure. No one knows. No one's gonna see it under your dress. But if you keep touching it, ma'am, with the oils on your hands, you're gonna take the sticky off.
I was gonna mess my tape up.
I told her that like 18.5 times.
My tape made it through 2 outfits. So God bless the tape.
Yes.
We thank God for
and
the
we
tape.
need to put in the link the boob tapes that we used because the stuff was amazing.
It was good.
So
and then when I went to the strapless bra for the evening gown.
And that just solidified the tape. When you took that off, it was probably hard to take that tape off. But anyway, that's another conversation.
That sure was.
That's another conversation.
You kept yours on all day. When I took mine off, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Tracy, how was your experience backstage? Because remember, I'm gonna find this picture. Tracy was there with me last year helping. And the Tracy that was backstage in 2020 and the Tracy that was backstage for Transformation 2021 are two different Tracys, two different people. I'm so very proud of you. Because tell people how much weight you lost.
31.
She lost 31 pounds. So, and that's just our phase one, because we have 3 phases we're trying to get through so we can get our total weight off. So how was your experience?
My experience coming back, comparing from between 2019 to now, it was a little bit, I would say, calmer, even though it was nervous when it coming for that first routine. That was where the nerves were at. But after that, it was like, hey, it is what it is. I'm just gonna get in here and just do what I can do. But it was, I felt like we were organized. We were all in the room. We all helped each other. Hey, hook that up, and we were moving, right? Because one key thing was once you get off the stage, go into the room and change to your next outfit. So I didn't want to be rushed, and I think that it went smoothly. Just the experience of looking at all the women. And we were all here for the same common goal, and the outfits and the personalities, it was just a good feeling for just where, again, a group of women coming together collectively. And that was a good feeling, because we all were winners.
We all were winners, absolutely.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a competition.
Yes, it didn't.
Backstage.
No.
But once you were
on that stage,
you knew that you were there to do something. You really, we did want to win. But Tracy, I remember our prayer that morning. Tracy prayed, and the thing she asked God is, please let us inspire at least one person in the audience. And so we really wanted to be an inspiration to other women and men to let them know that it is possible. So you were able to see these transformations and with people in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, and their 60s.
Yeah.
And so, and just knowing that we had the confidence and the gumption to show up meant a lot, because we did lose some of our competitors along the way.
Yes,
where they lost, where they dropped out.
Yes.
For whatever reason. So it could have been a myriad of reasons, but some people just didn't show up.
Yeah.
So the first thing is just make the decision, start doing the work, and then make the commitment to show up.
And finish what you start.
Yeah.
That's my aunt's favorite slogan, finish what you start. So
don't she just say
she says it all the time.
Yeah.
Don't she just say
we're gonna start with you, Tracy.
Yes.
How did you feel when they called your name when you had won first place?
Told shocked. Like, really? Like, me? Again, like I was saying earlier, I was in my mind like, girl, you losing this thing, because what you doing? Because it felt, I guess, maybe awkward on some of my poses. And I'm like, I keep doing the same pose. Okay, well, let me try to do something different, but it was that. But it really, literally, and when they called my name, I literally was in shock, because in my mind, I already made a decision, girl, you losing this time. Yeah. Because you ain't working it enough. I mean, I'm just, woo, and everybody else, I'm like, okay, what I'm doing, But
you were great. And for me, when she won, I was like, yes, because at least one person from my team got first place. But then I'm sitting backstage. See, backstage, there was a screen where you could watch the show on stage. And we watching our girl. No, you were changing.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there because I had to keep my gown on for my my category. So DaLana and her in the 50 crew, she walks out and she was looking like, because we had like groups of women who were like in physique, like professionals. And she was like, you're in evening gown with me? Oh, this ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? And so they walk out on stage and I hear them say, ladies and gentlemen, number 2. And this one here, go tell them how you're, she didn't even know.
We were still posing, I thought. So when they said number 2,
she walked out.
I thought the judges wanted me just to come forward a little bit to show them, a little bit more, give a little, So, and then they said, no, number 2, DaLana guest. I said, I like Tracy. I was shocked because all of the women in my group were absolutely beautiful. And as Beanie said, there was one, Miss Lori. Yeah, Miss Lori. One particular woman, Miss Lori, she was in the I Want Muscles category, and she's extremely fit. I'm still trying to lose weight, and then we'll work on getting to the extremely fit, right? So when she came out, I said, well, where are you going? And she said, with my group. I said, well, what's your group? Your group was the I Want Muscles group. Then y'all go out there together with your evening gown. Now I'm with the 50 to 59 group. My group? She said, are you in the 50 to 59 group? I'm 50, so I'm with that group. So yeah, I wasn't feeling that going out, and I was the very first one to walk out because we walked out in our number order, and I was number 2. So yeah, I didn't know how to handle that going out. So this one here told me, whatever you do, keep that smile. Yep. So I'm cheesing the whole time. You keep
that Colgate smile, baby. It's gonna take you a long way.
Let me tell you though. So when we took my gown to the seamstress, and for the ladies that don't know how to shop, we all got our outfits for the Lolo on some of our favorite websites, but I had this gown modified. So took it to a Meme seamstress, and the gown had a red beautiful gown, but it had a zipper split. And I said, oh, I can pull my little split up.
I said, you better reach down.
Yeah.
Slowly unzip that dress.
She sure did.
And you stick that leg out. Something that I never did in my split. We'll talk about that later.
So guess what I did? They came up, they had us all come to the front line, and they, lady, show us what you got. I leaned on down. I pulled that zipper up to my spank. Then pull it all the way. Put that zipper up. I kicked that leg out. Those judges went crazy. I knew I'd done something good. That crowd went crazy. I think I threw everybody for a little bit out of it.
Because the first lady and let that thing out. And her husband was in the audience. Come on, number 2. Put that leg out. I said, when your husband is screaming, stick that leg out, you have done something right.
Yeah. So Meme is convinced. That's what put me over the top with the judges. If it was, I want to say thank you to the judges for your generosity. It was my first show. So
you don't know.
A great experience.
So she's still on stage. She in the room getting ready for the next one. I'm trying to hop up because I got these stilettos on, running in tomorrow. We got another number 1. She said, I said, she won first place. We in there jumping and screaming. And then when she came back, she almost broke me down. She came off the stage and just boo-hooing. And she was like, this is for my parents. I said, oh, don't do me like that. Because if those of y'all don't know, my girl lost both of her parents 6 days apart, and she never quit. So if this is a word to encourage some woman, some man, some boy, some girl out there, if you're on a journey, I know it's going to get rough and I know it's going to be hard. Don't let that stop you. Let that be encouragement to keep going and keep pushing through, because you can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens you. So that's there. So let me tell you about mine. So let me tell you, let's start from park the car. So Tracy beats me. She looks at me on stage like, what? You got this. I'm like, it's okay, sis. I'm glad. I'm at there screaming like I'm in the audience that she
and I'm backstage talking about go team pretty sad.
Go team pretty. So that it didn't help any that somebody came up to me and was like, you lost that by 1 point. The judges, 1 point. Now, let me let y'all know, I lost last year by 1 point. So I was in my feelings a little bit, but I was happy that it was Tracy that beat me by 1 point than anyone else that was up there in those gowns. Because my gown,
win too,
that's what I said. I won.
Yeah.
I said I won.
Okay.
But we came out there, the journey continues, and it was 4 of us. It was only 4 of us who competed from last year that competed this year. And I worked my gown. I shouldn't be a thread left on it. That Fashion Nova that I had modified. And if y'all want, let me tell y'all, don't sleep on Fashion Nova. Everything I had on in competition came from the Nova. Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova.
So Fashion
Call
Nova
me up if you need. I'm telling you,
Amazon over here.
My girl,
all first place.
all Jennifer made my stuff I got on today, and then she modified my Fashion Nova. But I'm telling you, this is y'all got to see this whole get up, because this was supposed to be one of my outfits, but they changed the lineup so many times that it didn't make the stage. But anyway, so we come out there and they going down the line with the microphone for the first time. This is the journey continues. How much weight did you guys lose? So they went dot, 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 dot. And when they got to me, you know, I was like 25.8. I made sure they got the 8 too.
The 0.8.
And I rocked that stage. And when they said, ladies and gentlemen, and I heard my sister go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because my sister was the host. Montina killed it. She was like, number 7. And you're not supposed to show emotion like I did. I was like, yes, I'm in an evening gown. Yes. And I'm clapping. And then I came backstage and say, Team Pretty Savage. We all came in first place. And that was just amazing to me. And I want to thank y'all in front of everybody, in front of the world, because there was a time where I was living in a hotel where I would laugh on the outside and I would be at night in my bed near in tears, depressed, because I'm like, I can't fix this, God. I fell off and I don't know how to get back on. And when I did hashtag, I'm just saying, I would watch each episode each week and I could see my weight going up, up, up. From the first time they shut the city down to like this year. And I was like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what to do. And it was just something that was like, let everything go. God said, let everything go. So I let everything go. I stopped eating. I started juicing every other day. I started intermittent fasting. I gave up meat. I gave up cheese. I gave up bread. I just gave up everything. And it wasn't for a permanent thing. It was just to get my body rebooted and re-cleansed. And I started seeing results. And then I started hitting that iron hard. I mean, like 100 plus pounds on my legs, 40, 50 pounds on my arms, 4 reps of 25. And I said, I'm not going to do cardio. I'm just going to hit the weight hard and go from machine to machine to machine. And it worked. Now, it may work for me. It may not work for you. But I was like, this is just phase 1 of our journey. We got more to come. I want to thank the ladies. Oh, I also was able to do a tribute to one of my girls who was supposed to be on my team who got COVID, who almost died. And so she was in a hospital for over 30 days. So Julia, we love you. Next year, you have to be a part of, you have to represent Team Pretty Savage in Transformation. And we will do The Journey Continues, because Team Pretty Savage, we got to bring it home again. But we're going to bring it home better than ever. So I hope that this inspired you. I hope that this encourages you. And I hope that just take it one day at a time. Just get up off the sofa, even if it's for a walk to the corner and back. Just move. You don't have to eat sweets every day. You don't have to drink every day. Everything in moderation will work. I'm going to need you not to call me while I'm on the show. We're back. Sorry, back to you, Bob. So, is there anything you guys want to say before closing out?
Not me. Just stay on the journey that you do. Just continue.
Make the decision. Make the decision. Be committed and be consistent. That's the key.
And you can be a winner too. And even if you don't get this, even if you don't get one of these, just the effort makes you a winner. So I'll be back next week. I'm not going to leave y'all, my baby's out there too long. Remember to laugh. Remember to love. Remember to be the light and always bear good fruit. This is hashtag I'm just saying. I love you guys. Congratulations, ladies. I'm proud of you. Bye. Right now.
You've been watching hashtag, what is it?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.